Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you I'm going to walk you through how to write your conclusion. So we're on our explanatory essay graphic organizer, right? And then the conclusion is going to be the very last paragraph down at the bottom. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to restate our thesis statement. Now remember that restate means to say again, using different words. So I need to restate, I need to say my thesis statement over again, but I'm going to say it, or I'm going to write it using slightly different words, right? Because it's boring to read the same thing like word for word over and over again. So what you're going to do is on slide 2, right, is where we have our thesis statement. So here was my example one, right? So while the Holocaust and Black Lives Matter are similar because innocent people were killed during both, they are also different because of blank. So I just need to say that over again. And actually what you can all do is why don't you go ahead and we'll start it with in conclusion. In conclusion, the Holocaust and Black Lives Matter have similarities and differences, period. Cool. Okay, so for the moment, go ahead and pause the video, pause, and I want you to go ahead and restate your thesis statement, okay? You don't have to get into the nitty gritty of how they're similar and different, right? Because we're gonna do that down here. So in conclusion, your two topics, you can just say in conclusion, my two topics have some similarities and some differences. Cool. Moving on. Next, so go ahead and pause and do that right now. Okay, so hopefully you've paused and restated your thesis statement. Now we're going to go ahead and do summarizing our supporting details. So here, you're going to basically summarize your entire essay kind of like into 2 to 3 sentences. Okay, so you can use transition words like first, whatever your first point was, next if you want, and then finally, good one. And again, you're like, man, I'm like, oh my God, I hate that they look like that. Nope. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so first, next, finally. And again, you're summarizing your supporting details. So whatever it is that you wrote in your body paragraphs, right, for like your quotes and your explains, mostly your explains, okay, you're summarizing all of that into this box. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you pause. Go ahead and pause. And I want you to summarize your main points. Okay, so hopefully you paused. And then the last thing is your final thoughts. So here, I want you to tell me, what do you think? What do you personally think about the topics? Last subjects. So this entire time, you've really been pretty impartial, right? Because you've been basing all of your analysis and synthesis on evidence from the text, right? Really what the text is telling us. So, but for your final thoughts is where you really tell, what do you think about the Holocaust and Black Lives Matter, apartheid? What do you think about the similarities and differences, or how maybe things repeat themselves, maybe things don't repeat themselves? According to you, what are your thoughts? Okay, so this is where you're really putting kind of your opinion on tacking that on at the end. Because like I said, the rest of this essay has really been about analyzing facts. Okay, so here I want you to tell me, what do you personally, and I put a period, oh my God. What do you personally think about the topics or subjects? What are your last words? Okay. There we go. What are your final last words on the topic? Okay. So then go ahead and pause. Go do that right now. All right. So hopefully you've paused. Okay. Now the last thing that I want you guys to do is I want you to read your essay out loud. Yes, out loud. And when I say out loud, I mean like say it out loud. I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want to do it. But I promise you, it's going to be better for you if you do. Because when you read in your head, you fix all the little mistakes that are in your writing, right? Because you know what you mean to say. But when someone else reads it, they don't know what you mean to say. They just have the words on the page. So when you read out loud, you're much more likely to catch any mistakes. So I want you to reread your entire essay out loud. Doesn't matter if your siblings are next to you and they're looking at you like, oh my God, this is a weirdo. What's he doing? Read it out loud. Okay? It'll help you catch any mistakes that you have. And you want to make sure that anything that has like a blue squiggly underneath, that you fix that, or anything that has a red squiggly underneath, that you fix that. Remember, you just do that 2-finger click. You do the 2-finger click and it'll usually give you some kind of suggestion. Right? Oh, that's not how you spell here. Oh, did you mean here? Why, yes, I did mean here. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Google, for being a friend. Okay? And then that's the last thing that I want you guys to work on for now. All right? Hope that helps you. Bye.